6 high school boys were assigned the task of answering a question about fear. They asked, "What does a world without fear look like?" Upon 3 weeks of arduous research and reading of the Richard Preston book, The Hot Zone, they determined it would be complete chaos. They are either all dead or still alive with their mothers. This is their story.
What does a world without fear look like?
It would probably look the same as this one. I mean, I'm not afraid of anything.
What if a giant lizard walked into the room?
Then I'd hit it till it died.
Great plan.
Woo!
Well, let's think about how fear would impact this world
Interpersonal relationships.
and governmental systems.
Advancement in society.
Great job, everyone. Let's do research about how fear would impact interpersonal relationships, governmental systems, and advances in society.
So the 6 boys went off and began to research. The start of their research was on the ways that fear could impact a society. Little did they know how dangerous this would be, although it wouldn't have been nearly as dangerous if they weren't all ridiculous human beings. They first thought about how individuals use fear.
Okay, guys, we need to connect this to the hot zone somehow.
Why? I'm not afraid of anything.
We'll lose points if we don't.
Okay, let's connect this to the hot zone.
In the hot zone, people tend to do immoral things when they're not afraid.
Like when the monkey man was shipping out all the diseased monkeys.
Exactly. He wasn't afraid of the consequences. He was only doing stuff that was in his self-interest.
And the contrapositive to that is that when people are afraid, they tend to do more moral things and think about the society.
Like when Darling notified the military, he was afraid of what would happen if the Ebola got out.
But wait, guys, that's just a non-fiction book. None of it's real.
First of all, you don't know what nonfiction means. Secondly, there were plenty of real-world examples to back that up.
Like the deep web.
What's that?
It's a part of the web where there is no government surveillance, so people aren't afraid to do illegal things like sell drugs and assault weapons. So it's like the closest thing we have to a world without fear.
How'd you know about that?
Personal experience.
So in a world without fear, everyone would do whatever they wanted because they wouldn't be afraid of the consequences. No fear from laws, no fear from punishments, no fear from anything.
So what you're saying is to be fearless means you can do whatever you want because you're not afraid of the consequence, right?
That seems to be a larger part of it.
Why would you do that? You can get sent to jail.
I'm not afraid!
The person was no longer afraid. The team asked themselves what a world without fear would look like, and soon it was right on their doorstep. Their 10th grade English project quickly turned into a 10th grade English nightmare, also known as a 10th grade English project.
So Austin went crazy and killed Michael, but this project would be very dangerous. Who's in?
Nope.
No way.
Come on, guys. I need an A in this class. If I get a B, my parents won't buy me Assassin's Creed Revenge of the Honey Badger.
I'll be in only if you let us play.
Fine.
Yeah.
So the next step is to figure out how fear affects governments.
Well, considering the hot zone, they wouldn't.
How so?
Well, you see, the CDC in the hot zone formed entirely out of fear. It was the fear of deadly viruses breaking out. So if they weren't afraid of that, the CDC would never have formed in the first place.
He's right. All of our government institutions are made out of fear. The Department of Defense was made out of fear of somebody attacking us. The Department of Agriculture was made out of fear of starvation. And Congress was made out of fear of progress.
Well, check this out. Thomas Hobbes, 18th century British philosopher, told us that government was made out of fear of people killing each other. So therefore, in a world without fear, there would be no government because there wouldn't be fear to inspire the creation of such a place. Furthermore, Earth would be a place where everyone would be free to kill and punch each other.
As Edgar Allan Poe said, all religion, my friend, is evolved out of fear, fraud, greed, imagination, and poetry.
I failed 9th grade English.
I don't know who Edgar Allan Poe is.
I'm back!
They had answered what a world would look like if there was no fear on an individual level. They saw how it would impact the governmental level, but their numbers were dwindling. Again, most of this could have been avoided if they weren't such ridiculous people.
Okay, Jason, we only have one last question to answer. How does fear impact us as a society?
Well, on Star Trek Voyager, the Thaw, the captain said that fear was made only to be conquered. Thomas Edison was afraid of the dark, so he invented the light bulb. In the hot zone, people were afraid of viruses, so we advanced and made cures. Maybe without fear, we'd all be sedentary bums.
So let me get this straight. Without fear, people would just be killing everybody all over. Governments wouldn't form, and we would never advance as society. So we would just be a huge mess.
We're finally done with this English project!
But you're not done with me! Why aren't you running, Spencer? Aren't you afraid?
No.
Then why did you wet yourself?
Okay, maybe I'm a little afraid, but you're not, are you?
Nah, I'm not afraid of anything.
Okay. Then are you afraid of drinking this Marbug?
Absolutely not. I'm not afraid of anything. Besides, the incubation of Marburg is 8 to 10 days.
Maybe, but that wasn't Marburg. That was Marburg on steroids. It has an incubation period of 10 to 15 seconds.
Man, that Austin was so annoying.
Totally.
Wait, none of you guys are dead?
No, why would we be dead?
'Cause I just saw Austin punch you guys in the face.
This is a 10th grade English project. No one can die.
But I just killed Austin.
Well, you're going to jail.
Their adventure was finally over. They glimpsed into a world without fear, and the world without fear glared back at them. Though a life was lost, they all emerged stronger and smarter for it.